Okay. Out on my wrist, counted and spin it. Man at the coop, mine with no tenant.
It's Yasmin, and you are now tuning into Style Doll NYC. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Now this week's video is going to be my review of Saint Laurent's Opyum Sandals and the struggle I went through to actually secure them and how I feel about them overall after having them for about 2 months or so. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So I absolutely love Saint Laurent. I have a Saint Laurent bag. I have a review on that, so please check that out if you are interested, but I am a huge fan of the brand. So I've been wanting a style of shoe that has the signature YSL on the heel, but I haven't really been settled on what I wanted in the past. So I previously tried to get the Opyum boot that they had. It was like this black patent leather boot that had a silver YSL heel. And I was in love with those, but they're a little bit pricey. I mean, everything they do is pricey, let's not kid ourselves here. But the boots were about like $1,600 or so. And I was just like, I don't know. And I like waited way too long and they sold out, but they were super duper cute. So when I missed out on those, I said the next time that I see something from Saint Laurent that I want, I have to be able to like act on it. So with that being said, I have been looking at the Saint Laurent Opyum Sandals for a while. So these are not necessarily a new shoe, but they did make some modifications to it for this version that currently is in stores. So it previously, the ankle strap fell below the ankle, in which I didn't think that was very sexy at all. Like I was just like, that makes your feet look really long, and like I don't know about y'all, I wear a size 9 and I don't need it to look any bit bigger than a size 9. So I was kind of turned off from that in the previous iteration of the shoe. So with this now updated version, the ankle strap is above the ankle as it should be, because that just helps to like elongate the foot and just make it look sexier. Like the pitch of the heel just looks a lot more sexier. I like doing that. So I came across the updated version, but I was kind of like trying to decide between that and the Opyum slingback. It is a black patent leather pointed toe shoe with the slingback at the back of the heel, as well as the YSL heel in gold. And I was going to get those, but I was just kind of like, oh, the shoe kind of looks really serious. You know, like kind of like something you would maybe like wear to work or something, and that's not happening right now. So with that being said, I kind of was just like, you know, maybe not. I actually was scrolling on IG one day, and I think it may have been like the Shade Room or something that did like who wore it the best, and I believe it was Jada and Alexis Sky, and they both had on the Saint Laurent pumps, the Opyum sandal. And when I saw it on them, I'm not gonna even lie, I was just like, oh, those are kind of fire. And my birthday was coming up at that point, and I was just like, I think I need some shoes for my birthday. Like I love to treat myself every year. I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, it's important to celebrate life and celebrate yourself. So I was just like, maybe this is a shoe that I should go after. All right, so I started the hunt, as I like to say. Started looking for it. I originally wanted to get it in size 39 because I wear, as I mentioned before, I wear a size 9. So that appeared to be the size I should go with, right? But then I started to read the reviews or the feedback on sizing, and I came across a site, I believe it was Saks, that recommended that you go a half size up because they run small. So start looking for a 39 and a half at this point. I'm like, all right, you know, fine, I'll go up a half size. And I cannot find the 39 and a half anywhere. So I'm starting to panic. I'm like, what? How many people wear 39 and a half? And I waited a few days after that. Like I was pretty disappointed because I literally checked like maybe like 4 or 5 sites at that point, even internationally, and people didn't have it. So I was just like, all right, let me just be patient, because it was still in November or so, or late October at this point. So I still had time. So I put it off for a few days, checked again, and finally Saks had it in stock. So order it from Saks, 39 and a half. I'm like, I'm Gucci, I'm good, right? 39 and a half arrives, try them on, and my toes are hanging off the front of the shoe. I was just like, no. I not be the girl that is walking around with toes that are hanging off in the front. I don't do those. So I was super duper disappointed. I was just like, finally I get these shoes that I've been wanting and they don't even fit properly. So I go to Saks to return them, and I'm asking them like, do you guys happen to have the 40 in stock? And they're like, no, this shoe is like sold out everywhere. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So return 39.5 and I'm back on the hunt again. So pull up my computer and start Googling away. I'm like, Opyum Sandals size 40, checking, can't find it. I even checked SaintLaurent.com. Like, of course I would go to them first to see if they had it in stock. Did not have it in stock. Saks don't have it in stock. Whoever else was stocking it, I think Nordstrom had it. I think even Bloomingdale's, all sold out size 40. So I just had to wait it out and I was patient. And I want to say maybe like 2 or 3 days later, I checked SaintLaurent.com again and they were sold out online, but I checked in store and my local Saint Laurent store had 140 in stock. So I like contact them. I'm like, do you really have this shoe in stock? They like take like maybe like a couple hours to get back to me. They confirm that they have it in stock. I'm like, can y'all please hold it for me? They hold it for me. I think I wasn't able to get over to the store until about a day after or so, because it may have been late in the day when I contacted them, and in New York everything is closing early right now. So finally make it to the store, try on the size 40, and it's not I want to say it's not a perfect fit, right? The size 40 was, it fit fine, but I even tried a 40.5 to see if it would be better, but the size 40.5 was way too big. It had like that gap in the back of the shoe, so I ended up going with the 40. I secured them. The service was fantastic. If you ever come to Saint Laurent in New York, they're really great there. These are the Saint Laurent Opyum Sandals. Sorry, I wore them, so they're not spanking new, but still in really good shape. Look at these beauties. They're amazing. So what I was about to get into prior to showing the shoe is that as amazing as they looked on the foot, I'll go ahead and throw up a picture. They are not comfortable. Like, that's the #1 question I get about these shoes. How comfortable are they? They are not comfortable at all. But it's all about the look. That is it. This is a car to table type shoe. This is not a I must be standing on my feet all night type shoe, or I'm gonna be walking from point A to point B. It's our long distance point A to point B. To clarify, this is just a shoe to be seen in, and that is it. You know, when you wear shoes, you know, your feet do start to swell a bit, and they could be a little bit uncomfortable in the front, but as long as you know that going in, you are good, right? So yeah. With regards to details on the shoe is $9.95, and I checked SaintLaurent.com today, and it looks like they have many more sizes in stock than they had back in November or so. So you should be good to go if you are interested in buying the shoe directly from Saint Laurent. All right, so I just went ahead and I adjusted the ankle strap so you can actually see the way it lies. But if you are considering getting the shoe, I do recommend it, but just as long as you understand that these are not a shoe that you should be standing in for a long period of time. Literally, car to seat, car to table, car to location. Whatever you're doing, just do not be sashaying all over the place in these shoes, because your feet will be killing you and people will be able to tell. So with regards to what the shoes come with, so the shoes do come in this amazing black box that bears the Saint Laurent logo, which I'm grabbing right now. The box is open, so let me just show you. See? Pretty substantial feeling box. As I mentioned to you guys, I got the size 40. You can see that here. When you open the box, the shoes do come with this amazing dust bag. You do get 2 for each shoe, so I recommend putting your shoes or storing them in the black dust bag when you're not wearing them, just because it helps to protect them. And also, if you're ever traveling, they are very useful because you can put your shoes in the bag. Other than that, it comes with everything else that's pretty standard for a shoe, as far as just like things to like help the shoe keep its shape. I don't tend to use those after I wear a shoe, but yeah, this is the packaging, and as you can see, that's the dust bag. So that's what comes in the box. Well, that's all for this week, guys. If you're digging what I'm saying, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and tell a friend. Also, feel free to connect with me via my blog or via my social channels. The details on how to connect with me are featured below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.